This is the biggest Pixelmon update in the history of Pixelmon. Since it all started, there has never been an update with this much stuff added. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wispin here, and welcome back to another Pixelmon update video. So in this video, we're gonna cover every single thing that was added to the mod. Here is the changelog, which I'm not actually allowed to show. Just by seeing it blurred out, you can still get an idea of just how much was added. But we're gonna cover everything in this video anyways. There is so much to go over. I'm going to go ahead and actually keep things as simple as possible for this update, basically just showing you all of the basics and not really getting into too much detail on how to obtain everything. I'll be doing separate videos for pretty much every different thing in this update video, so if you guys are interested in seeing those different things, subscribe to the channel and make sure to stay tuned because those should be coming very, very soon. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into things. So first up, something that we have been waiting for so long finally got added: Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Now, the way that you actually obtain these guys is to go ahead and get yourself either a Groudon or a Kyogre, and then you fish in order to obtain blue shards and red shards. So red shards for Groudon, blue shards for Kyogre, and you actually obtain the blue shards by fishing in water, and you obtain the red shards by fishing in lava. So that is how you can get yourselves the shards. You go ahead and craft those into the blue orb and the red orb respectively to get yourself Primal Groudon or Primal Kyogre. Next up, we have Arceus and the Ark Chalice. So the Ark Chalice is actually a brand new addition, and the way that you actually obtain yourself an Arceus is to go ahead and place all of the different plates. So we can see here all of these different plates: meadow plate, flame plate, every single one of them you have to go ahead and place into the Ark Chalice, and you can see it'll give off some different effects. Once you've gone ahead and placed all of these into the chalice, I believe there's 17 of them into the chalice, you will get yourself an Azure Flute, and that can actually be used to summon an Arceus. You then need to use the flute near a time-space altar in order to go ahead and summon yourself an Arceus. So there we can see the Arceus is being summoned into the game, which this looks absolutely insane. This is like the craziest thing I think I've ever seen. We're not going to be able to quite take out an Arceus with a level 5 Bulbasaur. Hopefully we can actually escape from this battle. Okay, that works too. You know what? That's fine. He took us out and he disappeared. But there you go. That is how you get yourself an Arceus. And moving on, we have the Rotom lineup. So Rotom is a Pokemon that's been in the update since the previous version of Pixelmon. However, all of these different versions, the refrigerator, the washing machine, the oven, the fan, and the lawnmower, were not in the game, and they now are. And in order to go ahead and get yourself the different forms, all you have to do is toss out your Rotom near the respective block. So for example, there is a refrigerator block, which is a Pixelmon decoration. Right here we can see it, which will go ahead and get you a refrigerator Rotom. There is the washer machine, which they just added, the lawnmower, the fan, and then I believe if you go ahead and put a Rotom next to a furnace, just a regular Minecraft furnace, you'll go ahead and get the oven. And if you do that, you will get your different forms of Rotom. And when you actually switch into the different forms, it'll learn its special move, which for the washing machine, it's Hydro Pump, for the oven, it's Overheat, and so on and so forth, which is pretty awesome. So next up, we have Black and White Kyurem, which is actually obtained by catching a wild Kyurem. So let's go ahead and actually spawn a Kyurem in. Pokespawn Kyurem. And then let's go ahead and grab ourselves a Master Ball. And these wild Kyurem will actually be holding a new item called DNA Splicers, which we'll go ahead and see if this one's holding it. So it will be holding the DNA Splicer, which you can go ahead and grab. Well, I'm in creative mode, so it kind of glitches out sometimes, but we got ourselves the DNA Splicer. And what you can actually do is use the DNA Splicer on your Kyurem. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. We have Zekrom and Reshiram in our party. We'll see here. Okay, I think it basically just determines based on which one is higher up in your party. So we can go ahead and see there, it switches the Kyurem into the white version there, and if we actually go ahead and click it again, it'll switch back. These transformation effects really are amazing. The changelog said they were pretty cool, and they really are. But if we go ahead and swap and put Zekrom higher up in our party, I believe we should get, yes, the Black Kyurem, which, wow, this update is so cool. So next up, we have the different Therium forms for Thundurus, Landorus, and Tornadus, and all you really have to do is go ahead and get yourself a reveal glass and then use it on the different Pokemon to change them into their alternative forms. Also added is actually stance change for Aegislash, which allows it to change between defense and attack forms or blade and shield forms, and basically the way it works is if you use a damage dealing move, it'll change to its attack form or sword form or blade form, whatever it's called, and then if you go ahead and use King's Shield, it'll go ahead and change back into the defense form. And then Darmanitan actually got something pretty cool as well. If it's at low HP, it'll go ahead and change into Zen mode, which is just this little weird blue looking dude. Not sure what that's all about, but still pretty cool. Now, a couple minor things that they actually did add, they re-added bosses for all types of Pokemon. So there are now green bosses, and they also added non-mega bosses, which basically just means any Pokemon that you come across in the wild now has a chance to be a boss Pokemon, which I think is really cool. It used to be how all bosses were before megas were added, and now they're back. I've actually already seen a few different boss Pokemon just running around that are non-megas. They also made it so that certain Pokemon, when caught, now have a chance of holding held items, which I think is really awesome. And they added a bunch of new mount Pokemon, which basically means Pokemon that you can ride. So you can now fly on Talonflame, Dialga, Palkia, Arceus, Swanna, Cresselia, Reshiram, Zekrom, Yveltal, Noivern, and Garchomp. Even though they can't learn fly, you can still ride on them. And then land only is Sawsbuck, Parasect, Luxray, Rampardos, Bastiodon, Mamoswine, Heatran, Zebstrika, Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, Gogoat, Keldeo, Crustle, Tyrantrum, Avalugg, and Xerneas. Now, I'm sure you guys have noticed behind me that there is also a bunch of new updates to different Pokemon's models. So as you can see, all of these different Pokemon now have brand new models, which is actually Raticate, and there should be a Rattata somewhere around. Where did he run off to? Let me, there he is. Okay, so Rattata, Raticate now has brand new models. Mareep finally, Ampharos, Flaffy, all brand new models. Rapidash and Ponyta's over here has new models. Grimer and Muck both have new models. Solrock and Lunatone, Victory Bell, Weeping Bell, and Bellossom, Shelder, Cloyster, Lapras, Sharpedo, all also containing some brand new models. So there is a ton of updates just there alone, but there is still more stuff to be shown. They also added a brand new form for Pichu as well as Floette, and the way you actually obtain both of these Pokemon is by using the Sweet Scent external move in a flower forest or a flower plains biome. So that is pretty cool, and you can see the differences on both of these are pretty minor. If I go ahead and grab my chisel, I can show you the original Pichu, which is just a Pichu without that little spike on his ear. Pretty similar to the new form, just slight little alternative. And then the Floette is actually pretty much the same. I believe the flower on the regular one is red, and then if you go ahead and get the special form, it has a yellow flower. So not too much of a difference, just small little things, but I really love this update, and I really hope they add it for some other Pokemon as well. Whew, so that was a lot, guys. This actually is not even close to everything that was added into the game. There is a ton of stuff to the back end, stuff that you guys will never really notice directly. However, it does have huge benefits to servers as well as just the game running smoother, running better. So many bugs have been fixed and so many other things that are just small little tweaks that make the game so much more enjoyable. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go and leave a like on it. If you guys are excited for this brand new update, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel because I will be posting more videos covering everything in a lot more detail. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.